Hello, Internet world. So I got an email today from the Firearms Coalition, something like that. I'll see what I can do about a link or something. The other day I was searching through videos, and the Free State Project came up. Now I have disavowed having anything to do with the Free State Project, but that was my initial reason for moving here. I noticed on the channel that I saw, I mean, it came up so I wouldn't look, but I don't go looking for Free State Project videos. They still had videos from Free King. The people at the Free State Project, they knew what Ian was. They knew what Ian believed. They hung out with him. They were around him and his victim. And that's what she was. She was 14 years old at the time. And the Free State Project, or FSP, could have made a much greater impact here in New Hampshire than they have. But when they associate with people, I don't care if they've disavowed or if they've separated from Ian and his followers. It's too late. I mean, you knew what he was up to long ago, long before you made that separation. Again, it wasn't like they were really two separate groups. They were very integral. And the way that Ian and his followers behave, the way some Free State Project members behave, it's really sick and disgusting. And now we have some bills coming up here in New Hampshire that are going to make it real easy for gun confiscation and arrests. Well, we could have far more freedom-minded, liberty-minded people in office if the Free State Project members didn't behave the way they do. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm not going to go into all the stuff that happened, because I dealt with that on my other channel, and it's crazy. It's sick. And the harassment that I've seen, the lies that have been told, the way people just abuse and mistreat other people, it's really sick. And somebody that was in our wedding, and his daughter was an integral part of the wedding. Excuse me. He participates in Ian's orgies, and excuse me. That's a little better. And if you wonder why people, because a lot of people have left the movement. A lot of people moved here and then moved out again. I'm a long way from the only person that has disavowed anything to do with the Free State Project or any ancillary groups, because it's like we saw what it really was, and it wasn't nice. It really wasn't nice, and now we're having to fight tooth and nail just to keep our freedoms. And if you guys would have been what you claim to be, this fight we wouldn't have this fight right now. And you know, it's a very, very sad state of affairs, very sad. And you know, the most recent video I saw on that channel was 2 months old. Most of the videos were several years old, like 10 years old and things like that. So you just, you know, and I asked, in fact I demanded that my name be removed from the list of movers. And from what I've been told, my name has not been removed. I don't exactly vote the way you guys would like, because that person I mentioned that was at the wedding, he's run in our town for office at least twice, and I voted against him both times because I know what kind of person he is. He's lost both times too. You know, he claims to be, you know, when he's run, he's claimed to be a conservative. I'm like, my foot. My wife and I, we were at the Market Basket a few months ago, and people who know me know that I like to joke around. And it was Christmas. It was December, so it was just last month. And I had my Santa hat on, and somebody was sitting in a car next to us, and I opened a book. I said, "Oh, your name's on my good list." And then this what's his face came up, and he of course he wouldn't look me in the eye, you know, he's kind of like, and you guys are cowards. The guys in Keene, you guys are cowards. And as far as I know, that separation really hasn't taken hold, because you know, a lot of the people involved with what goes on in Keene, they're integral parts of the Free State Project. I have no reason to believe otherwise. You have to prove me wrong, because, you know, been there, done that, seen that, heard that. And if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then it's a freaking duck. And you guys are all a duck. You're all ducks. So now we're having to fight tooth and nail, when if you guys would have just, I don't know, if you would have been moral people, we would in fact have more people in office, and we wouldn't have to be doing this. So yeah, I blame you guys to a large extent, not completely, but I blame you to a large extent. You know, we have people that move up here from Massachusetts. They move here, they say they want to get away from all the rules, the laws, the taxes, and then they just freaking try to institute the same things here. Well, what's the point of that? Of course, some of them move up here to do that, but others move up here because they say they want to get away from that stuff, and then they try to do the same thing here, which is really odd. But you know, you guys there's something really wrong with you. That's all I can say. And now we're having to fight this hard when we shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to fight this hard for this.